Chibi Nation! Hello everybody, welcome back to Diablo 3. My name is Chibi Wolf, and now we're going to be entering the last episode. No, not last episode, but last chapter of Diablo 3. And we have defeated Diablo. We have conquered more than once of its problematic, well, we have conquered Diablo, pretty much. We have destroyed him, even though he tried to take over heaven. But now we have stopped him, and we're ready, embellished his plans. Let's see, hold on. It's hard to do two things at once. Alright, so we're here. This is Diablo laying on the floor. We have conquered him. He tried to take over heaven. It seems like the plan has failed. And now two of the angels are here. Tyrael is here, as well as my companions. They're all here. So now things have changed a lot.
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
As long as the burning hells exist, there will still be evil, my friend.
Time will tell.
There we go.
Diablo was defeated. For a time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished, and you should all run. Malthael. Find the Nephilim! Brother. Why? The Nephilim will stop you. No one can stop death.
As chilling as that line is, it is true.
I have followed a trail of blood to Westmarch, where angels lay waste to the city. They stalk the streets, killing all they find. But why? Some dark purpose drives this slaughter. I will find out what it is, and purge these reapers from Westmarch, the kingdom I once called home.
The Nephilim. Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
People are suffering down there. I have to act now.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthael.
Tell Tyrael to meet me in Westmarch. Go.
It will be done. I swear it.
Whoa. That's your soul steepers. Here we go.
We're going to die! She's coming to kill us all!
No! The gates!
That really didn't take that long.
That would not be wise.
All this going through the gate.
Stop! Don't go out into the streets. It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Any survivors?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakarum Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
Wait! You're the demon hunter who saved Bastion's Keep. You'll save us too, won't you?
You have my word.
My wares.
My wares were gold.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
Is she mad? They were innocent people.
That's crazy. Did you just call them those with demon blood? Fire lightning arrows. Sounds cool. Fire grenades. Didn't mean to do that.
Defend the church! Repel these vile Reapers! Let's see what we have here.
We found you.
Tyrael, why is Malthael attacking the city?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his Reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
We are the descendants of angels and demons. Malthael sees only the evil within us.
Church!
All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Akarat's Bane! This is worse than I feared!
What is that thing?
A Death Maiden! Stop her!
Nephilim, your soul will be mine.
Not enough hatred. Need more time.
Definitely a better chess piece.
We must do everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
I will not stand for this. Where is Malthael?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
Is there any way of knowing why he wanted it?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Do what you can. I will save this city from Malthael's forces.
Jesus. All the people. All of them dead.
The Herodrim have returned at a strange time.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
Evidently.
Malthael, my brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How is that possible?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
Either way, it's disturbing, and I will stop him. The dead deserve peace. That sliver is just a fragment of the Black Soul Stone. How can it help us?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
What was that Death Maiden trying to do in the cathedral exactly?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul Crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
Until I destroy them. Then he will have none.
That is crazy.
The Soul Crucibles turn the dead into Reapers?
Sadly, yes.
Even the Death Maidens.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
Now that's something.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Everyone runs. The question is, what will you do next time?
That's a fact.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I? You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakus, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakus was a clever man, after all.
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakus to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakharum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
Ain't that something?
Responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
What? The poor?
I can't believe we're still alive. And it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right?
I know that look. Something's bothering you.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
A man who did what he believed was right.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it.
You ask who's to blame for this doom? All Westmarch, reveling in sin, worshipping petty idols. The Zakharum are gone, and the order of Malthael now rises. Praise Malthael, and your souls may yet be saved. He spares only the faithful. Donate to the order and prove your conviction.
That is pretty weird.
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met.
Ain't that something?
For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
I used to think I heard my sister sobbing. It's only grief. You will move on.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
You don't even know what happened to your sisters, so they linger in your thoughts.
If there's treasure to be had, then I'm in.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
Wow. That was pretty messed up.
What's that noise?
Is there anything on your mind, Hadric?
Yes, actually. I was just remembering what happened in New Tristram after the falling star hit. I've never seen Mira so scared. Leah came by later, telling us there were wounded men at the inn.
And your wife still went to help them?
Why would the angels do this to us?
What are you saying? This is obviously a demon's work.
What the hell is going on out there?
Someone came for me. After all this time.
My friend Hadrig heard you.
Bloody miracle! Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Follow me. It's safe up there now.
Spend wisely.
I forged my own path.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
And now he won't go away.
Well, you saved his life. Perhaps he's grateful.
I am. In fact, I'm going to repay Hadrig by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Well, Hadrig has to. Hadrig has to deal with it.
That is impossible.
The attacks are getting worse. They'll reach the survivors soon.
I'm still waiting.
Time to start saving people.
We've been here for days. These people can't last much longer.
You'll be safe in the Survivors' Enclave. Go, quickly.
Ooh. Hold on.
Yes.
At least that's done. You got to be kidding me. You invaded home.
I can't do that. I need more hatred to do that.
I don't see anything.
My hatred is too low.
Alright, alright. What's going on with the treasure goblin?
Fresh air. I wish there was some of it here.
Hurry! We've got to save my friends.
Yeah.
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is.
Justinian.
King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up.
Have you lost your mind? The city is on the brink of ruin.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
That's crazy. And a revenge in a time like this.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
And how exactly did you find this?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I'm so weary.
Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
It's just him in despair.
Thanks for helping, but this
And
is...
how-
Let's just say...
That's done. I could just move on. Nothing important. Let's go. Right.
That was just a taste.
Funnels. Am I supposed to be over there? Nah. Skeletons here. Oh, okay.
That was just a taste.
The repository of bones, commonly called the Plague Tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Great Pestilence struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
That is pretty dark.
Sweet revenge!
What the hell have they been doing under this city?
What, do I have to destroy him?
I need more hatred to do that. I will not do that.
Well, at least we destroyed them. Hopefully she don't start, like, come back again. She's pretty much Fire Angel? Or a Pyro. One of the two.
My hatred is too low. Not enough hatred.
Horrifying.
Not ready yet.
Still trying to get her out of here.
I lured you here like lambs to the slaughter. Your soul shall fuel my power, making me a proper servant for Lord Malthus.
I need more hatred to do that.
Well, that is not gonna happen.
Not good at all.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them.
That should have been easy.
Do you know why this is happening? It's madness!
Bring your men to the Survivors' Enclave at the Cathedral. Go! Vengeance! Not enough hatred.
You destroyed the Coven. You, of all people, understand what I'm doing here. Our ill-gotten treasure is behind this door. We did despicable things to amass it. Desecrated tombs, robbed corpses. Things you would never do. I was going to destroy it, but you, the hand of righteousness, you can use it for good.
They ain't no freaking treasure here. Lying sack of poop. It was pretty bad.
I am returning to town.
Not trying to go back all the way back for that. Shade of mouth out. Definitely. Gotta be careful. Shade of death. So that means two of those things are gotta be the way I go for my objective. forgot. Okay, there we go. I was trying to switch between.
If there were still people here, I'd show you how to steal a coin purse without missing a step.
Feel my wrath.
Your courtyard.
Reapers didn't kill these people, so who did?
Oh no.
More bodies?
Death to the nobles!
What's the meaning of this?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
You would kill your own people? At a time like this?
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
That would not be wise.
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
I don't think Westmarch is going to be having anything standing by the time I get to you guys. Definitely going through it.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
That Death Maiden is controlling the Soul Crucible. Not for long, though.
You're right about that.
have called the darkness down upon yourself, mortal.
Not likely.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
But how?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now. Malthael, he's watching you.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
That's crazy.
You need to get to the Survivors' Enclave. Malthael's Reapers are everywhere.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say, I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes, if I am ever to sleep again.
Are you serious?
It is impossible.
Man, that treasure goblin.
Vengeance!
Okay.
My hatred is too low.
Fix all this problem right now.
I've become more formidable.
This graveyard isn't big enough to hold all the dead of Westmarch, even if we save the city.
We can worry about that later. Need more time.
monstrosity infests my family's crypt, and there's no one to protect it.
Not ready yet.
Thank you, hero. We can all rest now.
Wow. She took form of a spirit. That's something. Yeah, it's totally, you don't see anything like that every day.
Ah, I heard you were in town, hero. Should have known you'd show up in time for a fight. Keep an eye out. If I know these bastards, they've got reinforcements coming.
No, I will not do that.
Well, we've made them angry now, haven't we?
He's really into it.
You're just as good as I remember, old friend. I'll be seeing you again soon.
Huh.
I can't do that.
Force riser. There's definitely more. It's never just one thing. Zeus.
I need more hatred to do that.
I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How did you hear about her?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
You have a lot to learn about me.
I like how they mention Leah. Trying to find this, and it's like, this is ridiculous. Okay.
I'm still waiting.
Oh.
Not ready yet.
It's not here. Should be here. Someone had it. It's not here.
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
This is not a time for laughter.
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand. You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions.
That is a lot of bodies.
Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
May I join you?
hatred is too low.
She's getting decimated.
What was that?
That would be Urzael.
Urzael?
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
Very well. We should go back to the Enclave and see if Tyrael has made any progress with the sliver. I need to go back.
Well, it's better than my other bow.
Nice choice.
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
If he's the leader of the Order, he probably knows.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you. Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
It's settled then. Go and confront your brothers in arms.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side.
How about two?
This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
I just hope you're ready for them.
Could he be ready?
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Asmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud.
This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
Oh, we all make mistakes. You just make a lot of them.
Oh, come on.
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
We know you had nothing to do with John Dar's corruption, Cormac. Our time has finally come, and we owe it all.
Bring me that whip. It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Whoa.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would. For the ascension of humanity, I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
Hey, I'm the only one who is Cormac around here.
That's crazy.
Satisfying.
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels. This on yourself,
Dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
I can help with that. I'm terribly convincing.
Now that's over.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order. As if I was not a true Templar.
I imagine that's how they kept you from asking questions. A vile tactic. But now, you are free to leave the Order behind. What shall you do?
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
As noble as it is.
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
It didn't fail for you.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
There's no meaning in tragedy, Irena. Some live, some die. It's a matter of chance.
I cannot believe that. There was a reason. and I will find it.
Well, hope you do.
When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Viserys magic from before we served the Prophet.
Those mages have been dead for centuries now. No one remembers them.
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena. It is always wonderful to see you.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave, and I won't be returning.
You really think I'll let you get away with that?
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You won't be able to get there if Westmarch is overrun. We have to save this city first.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me. It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend?
Always.
Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
Wait, this isn't right.
Damn it all! The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for.
The Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
Kingsport hasn't forgotten you, Lyndon.
We're about to find out why. Here we go.
You die for what you did to Nigel!
Edlin! He's...
I'm so sorry, Lyndon.
I never should have joined the guild.
He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
It isn't your fault. Your brother was killed before we came to Westmarch.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Take it with you. I know it's difficult, but we must go.
I grieve for you.
Even he didn't deserve that.
Please don't blame yourself for this. Nothing good will come of it.
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you carry the weight of grief.
Grief? You left your grief behind when you became a noble hero. You don't understand the rest of us anymore.
Lead the way to glory.
Sad thing. It truly is.
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
The angels pledged not to interfere with humanity. This one broke his word, and he will regret it.
Good.
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
Wow.
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them. We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul!
I heard Tyrael is an angel. Why isn't he helping Malthael?
Who said he isn't? Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing.
It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight!
I don't feel like talking right now.
It's all that you got.
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
Now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls? This is madness!
There's nothing we could have done.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was a great ally, a guide. He never wavered. Had he lived, things might be very different.
Could one man make such a difference?
Now is not the time to speak of this. We have a city to save.
I am sorry. Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
I battle the darkness in all of its forms. That particular one was difficult.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
Nor should they. That is the work of demon hunters, my friend.
Big facts. She speaks facts.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
But your heart was not in it.
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Cain. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
I'm surprised that the swords of Westmarch were able to last this long.
You are from here, aren't you?
I was.
You have returned to us in our darkest hour. Many good soldiers have sacrificed themselves.
And yet, you still live.
I know you will be a great help to us, Hunter.
Why haven't you received reinforcements from Bramwell and Kingsport? They are loyal to the Crown.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
I did not know. That is disturbing.
It really is. Oh, here we go.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Dirgist.
You've never told the whole story of anything in your entire life.
Well, no. But Dirgist's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
So you'll finally tell me if you're a god?
He won't. It's pretty obvious.
I was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? Oh, she was so beautiful that Dirgist was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Dirgist's jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
Only a fool would let his desires run that deep.
That's crazy.
Yes, that was Dirgist. Desire was his very nature. Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon. For when the sun set, Dirgist had to leave Lyria's side, you see, for desire rules the night. He could only watch from below as she drifted across the ocean of stars. Then Zai climbed, silent as a whisper, into Lyria's palace in the heavens.
Had he fallen in love with her?
No, but stealing from Dirgist would make Zai a legend. There was a great gem market here in Westmarch. I spend many a carefree day browsing the aisles. To think that I will never again see all those happy little stalls, those rows of jewels, and those gem cutters.
Oh, he didn't say anything. Yeah, he's maxed out.
This was a fine city before the attack. I wish you could have seen it.
Look, the sliver is changing.
Malthael is altering the Black Soul Stone, isn't he?
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
I need to know what he's going to do next. That's the only way to stop him.
He's on the move.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Where can I find him?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
Death comes to all.
I wish Teriel had destroyed the Black Soul Stone instead of hiding it.
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
You couldn't. What will we do when we get it back?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
Do you know anything about Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
That's for sure.
It's a relief that Malthael spared you in the tomb of Rakis. But I wonder why.
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me. And therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
And I am? I have dedicated my life to killing demons.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Some angels are no better than demons. You look unwell.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
There are two kinds of pain I've found. One that heals, and one that does not. Why did Malthael take the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter. But every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense. Regardless of what he has become.
There must be something. He would not act without a reason.
Without a reason. There's always a reason. Of course. It would want me to go check up on this. Okay, so I have no choice. Let me just put on these turrets on. I'm like partially put it. There we go.
Prepare for a long fight.
Well, here we go.
Feel my wrath. Still waiting.
Good.
Oh, I thought it would be.
What about you? What brought you to take on the responsibilities of the world?
I didn't want responsibility, just revenge. Then things became complicated.
Things are always complicated.
What a charming phrase. Your fear betrays you! Not enough hatred. More time. You won't survive that.
That was a sad face. I was hoping for a little bit more time. No.
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
That would be you, I presume.
My grandmother was the daughter of Coralon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power, a small price to pay.
The people of Westmarch have already paid too much. I won't let you do this.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day, Hunter.
Let us have at it then, foul traitor.
Ain't that something? They'll just keep coming.
I have come to realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These Reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
You swore. Now you did.
I need more hatred to do that.
Ain't that something?
Won't go down easily.
Yep, I feel it. Let's just take him out now.
I must wait longer.
Backstory. That's actually a terrifying story.
Committed to the order. You must think.
Everyone is a fool at times, my friend. not ready yet.
Bonus maidens. Bonuses. Maidens of the Flame. Gotta find Maidens of the Flame, so it has to be the final one. My hatred is too low. I'm guessing... Yeah, I'm guessing right. Back. Those maidens are gone. I don't think it really matters anymore that the way we're heading. They really need a Netflix show of Diablo. Like, following the events of the first game. This is nothing on. Honestly. It actually looks terrific. Oh.
Returning to town.
All that I have said has come to pass. Thanks to your donations, Lord. We have been granted a reprieve.
Westmarch won't fall so easily. The king must be preparing for a counterattack.
Keep that nonsense to yourself. I've had my fill of false hope.
Is it true that King Justinian IV is dead? That would mean I'm 7th, no, 6th in line for the throne.
Why do you care?
Quite unlike me to fall apart like that. I can't imagine what came over me. Let's keep this between ourselves, eh?
Right.
Rounds away.
I don't know that I will ever feel safe again. To know that angels or demons, or who knows what else, can kill thousands of us anytime they choose.
That is a fact.
What do you know about Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
Anything else?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
That must have been quite the burden.
Nonsense. We veteran often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.
Oh. Stars are little dots showing. More lore.
He's been agitated ever since he mentioned the woman. Who was she? Did she start the fire?
Looking for something. Something hidden.
I don't know what to do. He's getting worse. I fear he will not live much longer.
This is the end of the world, isn't it?
We have to do something.
A caravan to Kingsport won't be cheap. How much would your dress fetch?
Harold, I've nothing else to wear.
Well, I'm sure there are some curtains lying about.
Wow. That is pretty scummy.
Please do not kill Urzael too quickly. Make him suffer for what he has done.
The Carthoris insurrection was led by a woman known only as Tira, who claimed to be descended from the sons of Rakis. This uprising was immediately seen as a war of the common man against the nobles and their Zakharum strictures. During the very height of the conflict, Tira seized control of Westmarch and proclaimed herself Empress. After Corellan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of Zakharum scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Carthoris.
With Justinian dead, I fear another contest for the throne. If we don't learn from history, we are doomed to repeat it. And nobody wants to read the same story twice.
Ain't that a fact?
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
A dozen people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
I have bad news, General. The king is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. Now, he'll never get the chance.
Wow. That was pretty sad, actually. More so than I would have liked. Okay. Time to go. Time to go to the top of the tower.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon, demon spawn like you will be gone forever.
You will die for what you've done.
The demon spawn shall perish in flames.
Against the dark evil threatening the world. Feels familiar, eh?
Spirit of Mathael.
Nephilim, I will bring an end to conflict. In death, there is peace.
Damn it all! I need to go back.
You killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
I did, but he served a greater master. When that one is gone, you will be safe.
I believe you.
You are a most unusual traveler, Miriam.
Oh, I could tell you stories. We were frequently set upon by bandits. It became quite tiresome, really. One time, I had had enough. I know this is hard to believe, but when I was younger, I was even more vivacious than I am now. So I seduced their leader, convinced him to free us by giving him details on how he could rob a local magistrate. He'd heard the Vetchin could predict the future, so he believed me. They were caught and hung 3 days later. I must have forgotten to tell him that part of my vision.
Oh, she's bad. She's super bad. Serena's revenge.
I wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
Jesus.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
Last I heard, Bramwell was still under attack.
I don't care.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it.
No, that's not how.
Fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done. Rakis conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
What shall we fight today?
Stay armed, stay alive. That's what I always say.
If Tyrael is helping Malfoy, we should rush.
You killed the angel who caused this slaughter? Does that make me
say? Urzael has fallen. The Reapers will not be able to hold the city without him.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
But we still don't know why Malthael took the stone. He's getting stronger every moment, and our time is running out.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately. Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
I know the feeling. We have given Westmarch peace, but nothing will replace what its people have lost.
Wise words, my friend. Still, we must keep going forward. Your persistence has taught me that much.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
What a surprise.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
At last.
Ooh, this is gonna be bad.
Adria is not as you remember her. She is channeling blood magic to prepare herself to retrieve the Black Soul Stone.
What does that mean?
Some things cannot be explained. You must see them for yourself.
Why do I talk to you again?
You have no sense of adventure.
Your angelic brethren haven't come to help us. What a surprise.
There is confusion and dissension in the high heavens. You must remember, Malthael was our leader once.
But you're on the Angiras Council. Shouldn't that give you power over the armies of heaven?
Imperius commands the host, and he will not unleash them on a fellow angel, especially a former member of the Angiras Council.
Of course. He prefers to see humans die rather than angels.
Wow. If an angel sees that as counting us as numbers, he has to
You're
beat
not
this
going
girl.
anywhere without me.
Why is that?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
Come if you like, but Adria is still going to die. Urzael and his Reapers are dead. The people of Westmarch have been avenged, and now they can begin to rebuild. But Adria still lives. Lorath and I will journey to the Blood Marsh to find her. She can locate Malthael, and once we know where he is, she must die.
Ain't that a fact?
I wonder if this was always a marsh. We hid the Black Soul Stone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe, but Malthael found it all the same.
It wouldn't matter anyway. Eventually someone is going to stumble upon it for years. Mostly, anyway.
This is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
Adria.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that? Just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the Blood Marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
No escape this time, Adria.
Remember to get the information we need before you...
Fine.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
I feel like it's reassuring. It's reassuring to me. Give me a second. It startled my cat, but my cat was just sleeping, minding her own business. And she heard a collapse, but it's okay, sweetie. You can go back to sleep.
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed. My father could never understand. He was born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life trying to protect it. I was his flesh and blood, but he cared more about the names in books and the faces of the paintings on the walls than his living daughter.
Oh, they're the ones that's causing it. Okay. We can fix that right now.
Sweet revenge.
They should have run when they had the chance.
Pretty sure when they have a chance, there's not much of a chance at all.
This is one of the guide stones, but nothing happens when I approach it.
Let me take a look.
There are 4 entrances to the next.
Do you know what fear is? Fear of who you are. Fear of what your own blood would do if they knew what you were. No, you could never understand it. People look to you as a savior. Have you ever thought about the lives you've taken? They were fathers, lovers, daughters.
That was just a taste.
I don't want Adria getting the wrong idea. Well, that was pretty fun. Not gonna lie.
Please, somebody help me! Thanks for the help, stranger. People fleeing the city have been leaving all sorts of things behind. Is there maybe something you'd want?
I don't think whatever he has, he can't offer me that.
This cannot be opened yet.
I knew it. I was hoping it was not a level 1. I was just hoping... I don't even know.
Feel my wrath.
guide. Leave us the wounds. Okay, let's see. Grievous the wounds. It's the one I wanted to do. I can't even see it. Okay. Life gain. That's cool. That's not what I wanted.
No, I will not do that.
Darkness awaits you!
Jesus, when will it end? How big is this tunnel? It's like an overzealous dungeon here. It's like, nah, we're gonna keep going because the game demands it. And we just got to level 2. How inviting.
We are fighting a battle that was lost before it had even begun. To follow the Black King into a war against Westmarch was folly of the highest order. Each day only brings us closer to complete and utter defeat, but our commanders refuse to surrender.
I'm still waiting.
Wow. At least we're done with this one.
Feel my wrath. I don't know if this is the right passage.
Most likely not. But, you know, we're gonna wing it. Wandering caves. Winding caves, okay. Nothing winding about it. Would it be called the whining caves? Like you hear just nothing but whining.
That was just a taste. Not enough hatred. I cannot open this.
I got some good stuff. Okay. That'll do it. Very impressive indeed. That should have been enough.
That is impossible.
You won't survive that!
My God! Let it end! Let this dungeon end. No way. The path of... Wait, what? So wait, it's like a tunnel system? I don't know how I feel about that. So wait.
I need another guide stone in order to find the correct entrance. Your fear betrays you!
Trying to get to her. Very unsettling stuff.
Awaits you!
Whew.
Sweet revenge.
Need more time. Not ready yet.
What? What is this?
Well, this isn't the right entrance.
Well, at least we tried. Can't say no, we didn't.
Now I know which sigil marks the right passage.
Okay, so it's the cloudy one.
This is the one.
I like it how they gave it up so easily.
Need more time.
That was just a taste.
Skills.
You won't survive now.
Wait a minute. Ruins unlock at level 59. Oh, okay. So pretty soon it will happen.
I'm still waiting.
Linden I said this, but I believe he is a more honorable man than he lets on.
Oh, another new event. Let's go.
This cannot be opened yet.
Probably restock.
Bryson had good intentions.
He's a fool, and fools end up dead around here.
So that's why you wish him gone.
What are you talking about?
How many loved ones have you lost? Your father, your wife, even your apprentice.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
I heard Lysa's voice again, and I could make out more of what she was saying. She is calling out for me, but it sounds as though the voice is speaking to me from far away, from beyond our world.
You found her body, though. She is dead.
I thought so too, but now I am certain that she is out there, and that she needs me.
Huh.
They will run when they see us.
It is good to fight with you again.
There we go.
I was separated from the other soldiers and surrounded by the dead when I saw him. I gazed into the face of death himself. I couldn't move. I just stared as he passed through me. His touch was like ice, so cold. But something in me changed. Something I cannot understand.
What he meant by that?
I can't stay here. I need to move on.
You can't leave me. Where will I go?
You should be safe here.
Please, just stay a few more days.
Might as well take it with you.
Tira's newly established rule over Westmarch did nothing to quell the civil war, which continued until she was driven mad and eventually killed by the plague. Cornelius, grandson of Justinian III and slave to the Zakharum faith, used this opening to crush the rebels once and for all and become the new king.
Wow.
Wait here, Nolath. You can join me when I'm finished.
You're going to kill her, aren't you?
I will do what is needed.
We are all counting on you.
A knight's immunity. I'm gonna lead in a little bit levels before I can actually use that.
I'm still waiting.
Your fear betrays you!
Not ready yet.
Feel my wrath!
That was just a taste!
Sweet revenge!
Man, we're dipping it.
I can't do that.
Darkness awaits you!
Here we are.
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael. Adria. The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
I do not need angels or demons. I will make my own fate and seal yours.
Diablo sent me a vision. He had returned, and you were the one who freed him.
Never.
He always finds a way. My master will return.
So you believe.
Are you really so angry because of Leah? What a waste! Diablo will return. I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Adria conjured an image of pandemonium before she died.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
That's for
I
sure.
need to go back.
I have some good news.
Good news?
I mentioned what you did to some guards I met. You could get a commendation or something when this is all over.
Oh, that's fantastic.
She just wants to be around him.
Malthael is in pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
We won't disappoint him, but he's using his advantage well. Every second his power grows.
The only way to Pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once.
Well, new dialogue.
I now know death better than I know the shape of my hand or my own sword. Hendel charged into battle at my side. I'd known him since I enlisted. When I looked at him that night, I had a vision. I saw the faces of the men he had killed, and I saw that he would not live to see the morning.
According to the records, King Rakus had a strong jaw, hair as black as night, more gleaming armor over his muscular... Sorry, what was I talking about? Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist. Rakus and his sons built much of Westmarch during their time. The ruins and the marshes outside the city may be their work too. Of course, whenever I ask the Crown for gold to further my excavations, there's always a more pressing matter at hand.
Lara!
looking for?
Oh, it's my children. They're out playing a game, but I'll find them soon enough.
Oh boy.
We can't start to rebuild until we know that the one who caused this devastation is dead.
I will find him. I swear it.
I hope so.
So, now it's on to pandemonium. You'll see a world only a few humans have laid eyes on before.
I've seen several of them by now.
Ah, the beauty of life is lost on you, isn't it?
It's lost on everyone.
Aren't you happy I didn't tell you beforehand that Adria would turn into a hideous monster?
No, that was rude.
You're so much more effective when you're stewing in blind rage, thirsting for revenge. It's your strong point. Petty details would have just served to distract you.
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
That was dishonorable. I suppose he didn't feel any regret.
No, not then. He felt pride.
Wow.
Dirges was possessed by an all-consuming rage. As Zai had stolen what was most valuable to Dirges, he would take from Zai all that he held dear.
Dirges murdered him?
Dirges took something much more dear than Zai's life. His joy. He killed everyone Zai had loved and held dear. Oh, then he slew Lyria. Her light went out from the heavens. The seas wept, and the waves of their tears crashed upon the shore. In the end, Zai trapped Dirges in the ruby Lyria had worn. Zai kept the stone around his neck as a reminder. In time, though, the burden grew too great to bear, and he cast off the stone. His divinity, everything. Where there once stood a young god, there was now just an old man.
An old man? How interesting.
So the story says.
It's pretty much him.
I don't think he will live much longer. Whatever secret he learned will surely be lost with him.
He saw Adria, but I've killed her now.
No.
But why? Why would someone do this?
Adria had many secrets.
Whew. Finally. The Pandemonium Gate. Alrighty then. That's enough for today's episode of Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls edition. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry if I've been silent for so long. I was so focusing on the game to leading up to this point. And I know we have cut down on our exploration because of the fact that the game would be too long for a couple of hours just to get to that point. But even though we cut some of the enemies and stuff like that, we were managed to have some amount of action leading up to Adria's demise. So that being said, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, click the bell in the top right corner to get the notifications to Chibi Wolf. Leave a like and comment down below, tell me what your thoughts are, and always stay Chibi. See ya.